It's all crunched up. You can't see it. Okay? So in that case, what I would do is I would right away, just looking at the model, I would say, ah, here's the head. It's going back in. I look at the contour, I look at the negative shape, but at the same time, I'm taking and saying, this is a simple volume that's going back in space. They have the head overlapping, have this coming through, and we get the pelvic area, and I have to really look to see how much is the overlap. So now I've just got a simple figure going back in, going in, but over the surface. It's taking and doing this. Just rotating these simple volumes, which way they go in space. Not any more complicated than that. The trick is that you have to be able to visualize this thing happening. So as this comes forward, now I would take and think, well, the leg is coming way up here. And I'm feeling close. So I'm starting out with very, very simple volumes. The leg coming down, the other leg, I draw through to see where the thing is coming from. So now I'm going over, through, and pulling this up. One of the biggest difficulties you see all the time now in doing this is that even though we're dealing with these simple volumes, and like here, I'm thinking of this volume of a leg, and I'm starting to do this. Well, if I draw it just like that, this is flat. It does not show any kind of direction in space. You really have to use the things that tell you which way something is going in space. So as that's going back in space, I have to go over the surface to show that that's going back in space. It doesn't do enough just to take and do that type of thing. You have to actually explain it. You can't be ambiguous about it. So as that's going back in space, I would automatically be going lines over the surface to take and explain that it's going back. If this comes back, I'm going over the surface coming through. Even if those lines are only for yourself. So as I'm taking the leg, say going back in here, I'm going over the surface at the same time that I'm taking and defining the form in space. So now we're getting this figure that is really crunching over. Okay, now, maybe he pulled his shoulder, maybe he's got his arm going in between. So now we take and we feel, let's say the other arm is up. Well, you feel this is lifting up, that the elbow is up in here. You feel the pull of this is coming through. You take that arm and you're literally thinking through. It's coming down and you're visualizing the form. Well, I would be thinking of one form building on top of the other. And I'd be going over the surface, describe the direction that that form is doing in space. Now, part of what allows me to take and do this is that I'm dealing with forms that are actual three-dimensional volumes. But these are actual volumes of space that I see. They're not just lines. So I can take and weave things in between. Because I can see that they're not occupying the same space. That there are things that this arm is going in between here. If I was to take and start rendering this, giving this a light and dark side, we can start to see that these forms, they start to do this. This is the real three-dimensional volumes that are taking and going through. And the more I work on it, I can adjust the shapes of these things. I can play. As this lifts up, by pushing, see now I'm taking and coming across and emphasizing symmetry as I push this thing up. So now I'm using the idea that as we go from here to here to this. It's the symmetry that takes and tells us what's going on, as well as showing a center. So now I'm getting this going up, now we're going back, and we're overlapping. So now I've made a very, very simple thing, much more complex. Okay? But the idea now, as I come back, we would see here, the idea of coming through, is the pinching now. We've got these forms, we're taking feeling one into another. So it's really trying to be as clear as I can. But everything revolves about how clear in your mind the action is. If it's not clear in your head, it's not going to be clear on the paper. So the whole step then, when it's going back again, is that the whole thing is a process of analysis. What you're doing as you're doing the gesture is you're analyzing what the figure, you're actually trying to feel what the figure is doing. And then you add the process of drawing those gestural lines, the action is you're moving through the figure. It's helping you to feel what the action is. And at the same time that you're doing that, you're taking and going over the surface to take and understand which way is it going in space. So each step is a rational, analytical approach to understanding what the form is doing. And then you're building it. First we get the action, then we're talking about very simple forms. And we're building it from that. You can go a long way like that. Tintoretto took us to really extremes. In other words, I could come back into here and I could start to take and be working with the anatomy of the patella on the end here. Well, that's just a simple fall. I can start hitting actually the corners of the bone in here, working over. I can be going over the shin bone. I can be drawing. This whole thing can get very, very carried very far, but only taking and dealing with the very, very simple tools now that we've talked about. Okay, let's do it.